What is up, guys? Happy 2025. I know it's been a while since we've seen you, and we really apologize. Truth is, after we hit 100K on YouTube, we decided to kind of just take some time off. For anybody who's never done YouTube before, it is a ton of work, and we were just kind of burnt out and just needed a break, to be honest. I mean, the city was progressing, but there was still a lot to do. Editing takes forever, planning the videos takes forever, and we had the holidays coming up, so a much needed break was in store, and we are rested and finally able to get back to work, and we are so excited to show you guys what we have planned and what we have done. So let's go ahead and dive on in. So since the last update, there's really two main areas that we have focused on updating and working on. And that is the downtown area, but then really the beach and the water, because that has taken the bulk of the time. I mean, it has taken so much time to fill all this in. It's crazy, but we're making a lot of progress and it looks really good. It actually doesn't, like, the camera doesn't even do it justice. It looks like actual water in person. It's so cool. But anyway, we have filled out this whole area. So now the marina connects to the main area, and we have this little beach over here with minifigs walking into the water. More planned for over in this area. I'm going to touch on it in a second, but as you can see, it's all starting to really fill in and starting to look really good. So the beach over here is going to connect to these rocks, and the rock work is going to go up and basically slope up, and then over here it's going to continue. And right there is the entrance to the dock. We built that. It's like a little security gate for the private marina area. And that is still a work in progress, obviously, waiting on some parts for the rest of the rock work, but it leads over to the marina that you guys have seen before in the last update video. And then also in the last update video, we showed you guys to the right of this private boat area is the other side of the marina, which is going to be where like the gas for the boats is, the bait and tackle area, the boat rental, and then we even put this little like Instagram spot and some new greenery in, and it's all really tying together great. Obviously, still some work to be done that you can see, but overall, it is starting to kind of fill out into the grand vision for the area. Even the bridge is in the back, still a work in progress over there as well. Definitely need to clean all this up, tie it together, finish the hotel. But you can kind of see the vision starting to come to life and how this channel right here is for the boats with the buoys. It takes you from the marina out to the main water area. And out here is some other stuff that we have planned, which we'll show you guys in the near future. Now, one thing about the rock work that I do want to show you guys that I think is really cool is when we were building it this time, we added some dark gray plates at the very bottom to make it look like the rocks actually go down into the water. So it adds some depth that hasn't really been in our beach builds before. And I think it came out really, really cool. I mean, once we have the slopes all in on the rock work, it's going to look really, really legit. And again, the camera does not do this justice because in real life, this looks freaking awesome. And just flying through and like looking at the glossiness of the water, it's coming out great. And we're really loving how it's looking. We've even been adding like little tiny details along the shoreline. So definitely still a work in progress, but really excited with the way it's coming out. Now let's shift focus to the downtown core because this is probably the biggest update since the last time you guys saw it. We ended up changing around some of the skyscrapers that we've built over the years, and we're kind of going with like an LA, Miami mix. It's going to be kind of a hybrid city at this point. And honestly, I think it looks really cool. Again, this is going to be the downtown, main like downtown area with businesses, with a little park over here that overlooks the water. And you can already see we're kind of laying out some ideas as far as the shape. And it's going to carry into the hotel area with the city behind. But again, this is like the main business district. So there's not going to be a lot of residential in this area. And you can see how it ties together with the waterfront. Obviously still a work in progress. But over to the left here is going to be an industrial dock, and then over here is going to be like the shipyard and loading dock area that then kind of connects into this darker color water. And this will all tie in with the train tracks we've already laid down. It's going to kind of look like a true industrial yard / shipping yard. Obviously still work in progress over here as well with the monorail coming through. You can see little guys working on it, and it goes through the tunnel of the mountain. This is, again, still a work in progress. We're still kind of figuring out how it all lays out down here and how the parts go together to make sure it's all seamless, but we got the crane up, we got the construction crews out, so it definitely looks like a massive construction project, which it is. We also picked up some of the new wires for the 9-volt trains to get those running properly, so all work in progress, but looking pretty good. However, we did make some progress on the train over here. We added that new, old federal building to down here. We're going to create a little parking area for police cars, but we added a train stop right in front of it, and I think that's going to tie together really well. Still working on the station, but it's kind of a tie-in from our last city and kind of carries over a similar design. But I think just the height of the building and the location really ties in the area down here really well. Kind of hides the sign in the back, so we may end up shifting that a little bit. But for the most part, I think it works really well with the height down here. And again, we have our little walking trail over here with our minifigs on a hike. And we definitely plan to incorporate some more stuff on the mountain, so stay tuned. As I shift back to the city, another focus of the work lately has been filling in the gaps. So as you can see, the streets are really coming together. All the major gaps are filled. I mean, obviously the gap down by the water is still open, which I'll show you in a second. But we've got the little construction guys up working on kind of fixing the Wilshire Grand tie-in area. But as I zoom out, it is a pretty glaring gap of where the water is. So we're going to work on filling this in, just waiting on some parts. It's pretty expensive building the wall all the way around the tables. But as you can see, the overall road work is really coming together. The sidewalks are filled in, minifigs are out. So the city's really starting to come to life down here. We still got to put traffic lights in and kind of finalize some details. But when you look at the city core as a whole, it really looks great from afar. And again, the camera does not do it justice. I need to get a wide angle lens so you guys can better see. Down here is still a work in progress. I don't even want to show you guys this, to be honest. It's just a mess. But this is going to be that little beach town area, which we have a lot of stuff planned for. It's just we haven't gotten to it yet. The focus has been working on the city area and the marina and getting the waterfront set. So that has taken the bulk of the time lately in recent weeks, just kind of focusing on all of that. And as a reminder, or for anybody that's new here, we sell a lot of these builds as instructions and digital downloads on our website, www.afolstore.com. All of the proceeds from those sales go right back into building the city. So if you're able to support the channel, we really appreciate it because again, we kind of have to wait for instruction sales to actually fund the growth of the city. And again, we really appreciate all your support so far. We've been adding a bunch of new stuff lately, so definitely go check it out if you haven't been on lately because there is some new stuff to look through. But overall, happy with the way the city is going. I think over the next couple of weeks, we do have a little bit of travel, so it's going to slow down again, unfortunately. But that being said, we are very motivated to keep this rolling and to give you guys some more city update videos. I know it was a little slow towards the end of the year last year, but again, we were just kind of burnt out. So now that we have taken a break, kind of recouped and ready to get things rolling, I think you guys are going to start seeing some updates once we're back from the travels. So that's it for today's video. Thanks so much for watching. Comment down below on your favorite new parts of the city and what you think we should add back. And definitely subscribe if you're not so we can see you on future videos. But again, that's it for today's video. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time.